Today I bring to you a surprise dessert recipe that is a South Indian famous dessert, aval kesari or poha shira. It's a very yummy and delicate dessert. I love it. It's almost like a just normal type of suji halwa or suji shira, but it's slightly different and much more easier and much more tastier. So yes, let's get started in making the yummy recipe of aval kesari or poha shira. Today I'm in a mood of having a sweet dessert. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys a recipe known as poha shira or aval kesari. It's a yummy delicious dessert. So for that I'm taking 1 measuring cup of poha or flattened rice. Now you can use thin or thick poha, but make sure you take everything as per the measurement. So I've taken 1 cup of poha. I'm adding it into a frying pan and I'm going to roast this on low flame for around 3 to 4 minutes. So the flame is low and I'm going to roast this poha just for 3 to 4 minutes. Make sure you keep on stirring well. Be patient and slowly roast it. Just toss it like this and the poha will get nicely roasted. So the poha has toasted nicely. I'm going to switch off the flame and now I'm going to let this cool down and come to room temperature for around 10 to 15 minutes. Let it cool down nicely and then I'll show you the next process. Now that the poha has cooled down, I'm taking a grinder and I'm going to add all the poha inside the grinder. Just add it inside. You can hear it's crispy. Now on pulse mode I'm going to grind this into a coarse powder. So you don't have to grind it fine, you just have to grind it just a little bit till it's completely coarse. So I've grinded it into a coarse powder and it should look like this. Just see, there should be some small granules, such type. So this is completely ready. We'll start making the aval kesari right now. Before that I'm going to take some water in a nice vessel and I'm going to keep it for heating because I'm going to be using hot water. As the water is boiling, I'm going to take another non-stick pan for preparing the shira, adding in 2 tablespoons of pure ghee. So we'll start preparing the shira. I'm using pure ghee over here. As the water, I've kept it for boiling. Let's wait for this to melt. So the ghee is now melted and hot. Into this I'm adding in the prepared poha powder, the coarse powder that we had prepared. Now I'm going to just roast this in the ghee for 2 to 3 minutes. We have to roast this on medium flame, not very low and not very high. This is slightly different from the normal suji halwa or normal suji shira. It's a bit different, but trust me, it's going to be very tasty. So continue to mix this like this, mix it well. Roast it nicely. So now I'm taking it to low flame and gently I'm going to continue roasting it till it slightly changes the color, or I usually keep a timer of 3 to 4 minutes. Just around 4 minutes is good enough for it to be nice and roasted in the ghee. At this stage I'm going to be adding sugar. This is 3/4 cup of sugar. Now I'm going to mix the poha powder, ghee and sugar all together. I'm going to make the flame from low to medium. I'm going to keep it that way. Just stir in. We just want the sugar to slightly just melt, come down to that lovely syrup. So 1 more minute I'm going to keep on stirring it so that nothing sticks to the pan. Now my hot water is ready. I'm going to be measuring in 2 cups of hot water and I'll add it inside. So I'm continuing to mix it. You can see some small granules of brown color are forming. So usually in this recipe food color is used, but I don't prefer using any food color. I'm just going to keep this aval kesri or poha shira just into the natural color. Now this is done. At this stage I'm going to measure in 2 cups of water. Make sure to keep your flame only on low. If you feel scared, you can switch off the gas. Okay, so well and good. I'm going to measure 2 cups water and add it inside. Adding in the water. Just add it very slowly. Now I've added 1 cup of water. I'm going to add in 1 more cup. Adding in 1 more cup of water. That's done. Now on low flame, I'm just going to stir in completely well. If you wish, you can use milk, but personally I prefer using water in this specific recipe. It's upon your wish. You can also use 2 cups of hot milk. Make sure to use in hot milk. Don't use the normal room temperature milk. So I'm going to stir in. This is one of my childhood favorite recipes. Now at this stage, be very careful while stirring in because there will be some bubbles and you may get burnt. So make sure the flame is low and continue to cook this for 2 to 3 minutes. Continue to mix this nicely. You will see after some time it will start releasing the ghee that we have added. So mix it and mix it well. Now you can make the flame medium. Put it to medium flame. Stir in nicely, gently. At this stage I'm adding in some pista flakes. You can add in any flakes of your choice. If you have almonds, if you have cashews, you can also add almonds, cashews, any nuts of your choice. I personally like pista flakes in this recipe. So you can see the shira is completely leaving the pan. Just 1 or 2 more minutes and this shira will be done. Continue to mix it. Wow, super soft and glossy shira. Can't say anything else. So the shira is done. Let me show you guys. This is how you can know if your shira is done. It will completely loosen the sides and it will start leaving the pan and releasing the ghee. You can see my pan is well and clean. So you just have to cook your shira till this level. Wow, it looks so yummy. At this stage I'm going to off the flame. If you wish, you can add cardamom powder or elaichi powder. I personally hate cardamom or elaichi, so I'm not going to be adding any elaichi powder to this. Now this shira is completely ready and I prefer serving it very, very hot. So it's time to quickly serve the wonderful shira. Taking it out in a nice bowl. Super soft, smooth and spongy shira that I don't have any words. I can just dig into this shira right now. If you wish, you can add some kesar milk as well. I didn't have kesar, so I didn't add. Or you can also add food color if you want. But I'm keeping this as natural as possible. So now that this shira is done, I'm just going to give it a final garnish. I'm creating a flower over here. I'm going to give it a final garnish by adding some pista flakes right in the middle. And this recipe is completely done. Poha Shira or Aval Kesri recipe done. Hey guys, so it's tasting time. I'm ready to dig in this lovely Poha Shira Aval Kesri. It's piping hot. It's perfect, so tasty, so good. I used to have this in my childhood. My mom's best friend, my auntie, used to always prepare this for me, and today I felt like let me share this recipe with you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and yes, do try this recipe at your house and let me know how it turns out for you guys. And you can add any dry fruits of your choice. You can also add some additional ghee on top. You can just drizzle it a little bit. So yes, goodbye and see you in my next video.